In the heart of the city, a man sat alone in a cold, dimly lit room. This room, his world, was a pit of despair, a place where hope seemed to dwindle and dreams seemed to fade. He was a man caught in the relentless grip of financial hardship, where every day was a battle against mounting bills, unpaid debts, and the gnawing dread of eviction notices. Opportunities seemed to pass him by, like ships in the night, leaving him stranded in the desert of his own suffering. His mental health, once robust and resilient, began to crumble under the weight of his circumstances. The light in his eyes dimmed, replaced by a glassy emptiness. His laughter, once a symphony of joy, was now a distant echo, lost in the caverns of his despair. His life, once vibrant and full of promise, had been reduced to this cold, dimly lit room. He stared blankly at the wall, his mind echoing one question. Is this all there is? One day, a worn-out book landed in his hands, its title, The Untold Truth About Money. An unexpected gift from an old friend, it was a beacon of hope in his desert of despair. The man, curious and desperate, began to turn the pages. As he delved into the contents, he found himself immersed in a world of financial literacy he'd never known before. He began to understand the concepts of assets and liabilities, the importance of investing, and the power of passive income. He learned about the difference between working for money and having money work for him. He discovered that wealth wasn't about luck or inheritance, but about knowledge, discipline, and smart decisions. The man spent countless nights, his eyes glued to the pages, absorbing the wisdom that would spark a change in his life. He realized that escaping poverty wasn't merely a dream, but a possibility within his reach. The book became his beacon, guiding him out of his financial abyss. With newfound insight, the man began his journey towards financial freedom. The first step in this journey was setting clear financial goals. Just as a traveler needs a map, our man needed a plan. He envisioned his future, the life he wanted, and the wealth he wished to accumulate. He committed to the growth of his wealth and the security of his financial future. Next, he mastered the art of budgeting. He understood that the key to wealth is not how much one earns, but rather how much one keeps. He started to live within his means, cutting unnecessary expenses and prioritizing his needs over his wants. He saw each dollar as a seed that could grow into a tree of abundance if properly sown and tended. Then he discovered the power of saving. He started setting aside a portion of his income, no matter how small, and watched as his savings grew over time. He knew that every drop makes an ocean, and every saved penny could turn into a fortune. Investing was the next chapter of his journey. He recognized that to build wealth, he needed his money to work for him, not the other way around. He invested in stocks, bonds, and real estate, diversifying his portfolio and managing his risks. He learned to ride the waves of the market, knowing when to hold and when to sell. Throughout this journey, he never stopped learning. He continuously educated himself about finances, staying up to date with the latest trends and strategies. He understood that financial literacy is a lifelong pursuit, and that knowledge is the greatest weapon in the battle for wealth. His journey was a testament to discipline, persistence, and smart decisions. Each step he took, each choice he made, was a brick in the mansion of his wealth. He faced setbacks, of course, but he saw them not as failures, but as valuable lessons. His journey was not easy, but with each step, he moved further from his past and closer to abundance. Years later, the man stood in a place of abundance, a world away from the cold, dimly lit room. He had journeyed from the depths of despair, through the spark of change, and finally onto a path of prosperity. His story, a testament to the power of resilience and the untold truth about money, building wealth from nothing. Along this journey, he learned that wealth wasn't merely about accumulating money. It was about financial literacy, understanding how money works and making it work for him. It was about discipline, resisting the allure of instant gratification for long-term prosperity. It was about smart decisions, investing wisely, and multiplying his assets. And most importantly, it was about continuous learning, adapting to the ever-changing world of finance. His journey, though unique, holds lessons for all. The untold truth about money is that wealth is not a destination, but a journey, and anyone willing to embark on this journey can build wealth from nothing.